આગળ વધી આપણી સાથે આજે જે મેનેજમેન્ટ જોડાઈ રહ્યા છે કર્ણાટકા બેંકના મેનેજમેન્ટ છે, કેવી રીતના આગળ હવે અહીંયાથી પ્રોસ્પેક્ટ્સ વધતા દેખાઈ રહ્યા છે, આજે રિઝલ્ટ્સ આવતા દેખાયા, હવે અહીંયા આગળથી કેવી રણનીતિ હોવી જોઈએ, આ બધા જ મુદ્દાઓ ઉપર આપણી સાથે કંપનીના મેનેજમેન્ટ एमडी અને सीईओ एमएस महाबलेश्वरा जुड़ाई चुका है। हाय सर, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया मेरे साथ जुड़ने के लिए। सबसे पहले शुरुआत मैं यहीं से करना चाहूंगी, कैसा था ये क्वार्टर, कुछ डिटेल्स अगर आप मुझे दे पाए, चूंकि हम सब जानते हैं कोरोना की वजह से लॉकडाउन भी था, इम्पैक्ट रहा था, लेकिन अब यहाँ ऑनवर्ड्स कब तक पेस अप होते हुए देख पाएंगे, सिचुएशन स्टेबलाइज कितनी होती हुई आप देख रहे हैं, कुछ डिटेल्स इस क्वार्टर के लिहाज से आप अगर मुझे दे पाए।
Hey, the quarter ended March 2020 was really difficult and very challenging also, and it was a totally different quarter on account of the problems that we all experienced on account of the COVID-19 pandemic. But nevertheless, I should say that it has been a successful and eventful quarter, mainly from the point of view of the improved operational efficiency, wherein we could have an operating profit which has gone up by around 21%, net interest income also went up by around 10%, and other income also, there is a significant growth of around 50%, coupled with the fee-based income which has, it also went up by 15%. And we have been able to contain the expenditure to around 12.71% and improve the income to around 14.14%. And for me, the most important thing is on account of this improved operational efficiency, we could also make very good provision this time, which has, my provision has also gone up by more than 30% during the current quarter. And as a result, the improvement in GNPA as well as NNPA also. NNPA has improved to 3.08% from 3.75, and the gross non-performing asset, in spite of this external situations, it has come down to 4.82%. And most significantly, our provision coverage ratio, which used to be always at around 55 to 58%, has now significantly gone up to 64.70%. Yes, in the advances side, if you look into that, so last year our growth was slightly muted to below 4%, but there the silver line is we have been focusing madam on the retail and the mid-corporate advances. For us, retail is up to 5 crores and mid-corporate is 5 to 100 crores. So in both these sectors, that is retail, we have grown at a rate of 11.07%, and mid-corporates, the growth is 11.14%. Above 100 crores, that is the corporate advances, we are not, that is not in a priority or the focus area for us. That is why there is a degrowth of nearly 9% in that sector. That is the reason why we are seeing a muted growth in the advances. Otherwise, it is very much on the expected line. Most important thing is our CASA also has improved from 28.06% to 28.91%, and yield on advances also shown positive traction from 9.26% to 9.41%, and cost of deposit also was contained from 5.97% to 5.88%. As a result, the interest spread also improved from 3.29% to 3.54%. So that means I should say I had a very satisfactory quarter, Q4. And going forward, definitely we are closely watching the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, and depending on the situations that would fold out, we will be having different business strategy as well as the action plan.
Agreed, sir. One more thing I wanted to understand from your perspective is the way we are talking about moratorium. How much of your book is under moratorium? If you can give me some details regarding those things, and plus in terms of asset quality, as we know, it has been extended over 3 more months. What kind of reactions are we expecting in terms of asset quality post that period? A brief idea about the current situation, if you can help me out with.
Moratorium banking sector sector as such around 50 to 60% have started availing. But in my bank, by value, it is around 46.62%. So around 47% of the by value, they have availed the moratorium. So another 53% they have not yet availed, and they are having cash flow, and that is why they are opting to service the loan interest and the installment. And the stress in the portfolio, as I have already disclosed it also, our SMA2 is the lowest now. It is at 23.65 crores versus 168.41 crores last year. So because of this moratorium and all, so there will not be any interest or the installment demand up to 31st August. So in all probability, June quarter, there will be very few slippages. Major slippage will not be there. September, if the moratorium is not continued, and if India is able to contain the pandemic, this COVID-19 pandemic, then September onwards the stress will start building up. So we are having our own strategy of interacting with the customers, and of course now some relief package in terms of this MSME credit guarantee scheme, that is also going to help to revive the activities. That is the paramount importance. We have to revive the economic activities. Once the economic activities start up, then this stress starts reducing. If the economic activities in the society do not revive, that stress would get passed on to the banking sector. So bankers have to be very careful in handling this situation.
Agreed, sir. And the way you said about loan growth, I wanted to understand with the unlocking phase one that has been opened up, do you see some traction getting back? Which are the segments that are looking good to you right now? Because we have been coming up from the loan growth that was dampened from quite 2 or 3 quarters. What is your sense on that?
Yeah, that is really the talking point. See, for the current quarter, that is the quarter ending June as well as the September, the loan growth is likely to come from the gold loans as well as the MSME loans. So these are the two sectors which almost all banks are totally focusing, and this is very much required to revive the economy. And going forward, most probably the infrastructure would require some banking assistance. So also to certain extent the real estate and the housing loans. And MSME definitely will continue to support these particular things. And there may not be much demand in any other sectors, but for some loans in the personal loans. So keeping that in mind, it is very difficult to give any growth guidance for the current full year. So I prefer to watch at least for the first quarter or the second quarter, and how our this MSME portfolio and the gold loan portfolio, which are the present priority, will fold out. Thereafter, we will take a call regarding the growth. For the time being,
you lied about the guidance, sir. One more thing.
Yeah, madam. For the time being, yes, it makes sense for all of us, not only the banker, but for each and every entrepreneur or the businessman, to basically to conserve and consolidate. So he has to conserve and he has to focus on his bottom line, and that should be the business approach. So if you are able to manage these difficult days, so definitely thereafter we can revive and we can do good business. So it is applicable to all, and banks are also not an exception for this general concept.
Okay, I totally agree that point, sir. And lastly, before we end the conversation, comparing to last year, I believe the cost of funds have been substantially lower than last year. What kind of NIMs are you looking forward for the next year? If you can help me out with those numbers, because the way we are looking at the improvements this quarter also, what can I expect for next year annually? If you can give me some projections.
Yeah, that's what I said. This is too early for me to give any projection at this point of time. But one thing is very sure, my cost of funds as well as the cost of deposit is slowing down. That means, as I said, one example I gave, cost of deposit, which was at 5.97, now at 5.88. So I am sure that it will further decline, because we have further rationalized the interest rates across all the segments. So keeping that in mind, even though our NIM, which was at 2.87% about a year back, now at 2.86%, I have every reason to believe that it would move upward hereafter. So we will see how it behaves during the first quarter. Thereafter, I think we shall be having a very clear-cut picture of the NIM movement going forward for the current financial year.
Agree. Thank you, sir. I leave the conversation at that point. Thank you, sir. With best regards, that coming quarters, when we talk about the results, there has been a substantial improvement in all the numbers, and as well as we can talk at large. Thank you, sir. જે રીતે આપણે નંબર્સ જોઈ રહ્યા છે કર્ણાટકા બેંકના, ત્યારબાદ મેનેજમેન્ટની કમેન્ટ્રીને આમાં થોડું ગાઈડન્સ લઈને બધી જ કંપનીઝ રેસ્ટ્રિક્ટ કરી રહી છે, બટ એઝ ઓફ નાવ લોન ગ્રોથ થોડીક આપણે લોઅર સાઇડ પર જોઈ છે, બટ નિમ્સની અંદર એક ઇમ્પ્રુવમેન્ટ છે જે આગળ જતા કેવી રીતના વધે છે ધ્યાન રહેશે. એસેટ ક્વોલિટીની અંદર કેવો ઇમ્પેક્ટ આવે છે, મેઇનલી સ્લિપેજીસ કેવા રહે છે મોરેટોરિયમ પીરિયડ બાદ, એની ઉપર સૌથી વધારે ફોકસ રહેવો જોઈએ, ધ્યાન રાખતા રહીશું. એઝ ઓફ નાવ સ્ટોક પ્રાઇસીસ જે રીતના અપ્રોચ કરી રહ્યા છે, નજર કરો 4135 અરાઉન્ડ સ્ટેબલ છે, જેની ઉપર નજર રહેશે. એની સાથે જ ક્વિકલી એક બ્રેક પણ લઈ લઈએ, બ્રેક બાદ પાછા ફરીને આગળ બીજા મેનેજમેન્ટ સાથે ચર્ચા કરીશું.